We have this. Um, Benito
I mean,
terrified me. Um,
Nito's fun, but also terrifying. The Stanley Parable. Have you played this one yet, or nah?
no, I haven't. We need to play this. What is it, bro?
Yes,
What is it?
yes, Rowan. If I disappear, cat. Rowan, if you disappear, I had nothing to do with it because you probably caused it yourself. Oh. Wow, guys. Rowan is just suddenly missing. Wonder what happened.
No, guys, Rowan
That's
is
what all crazy
missing.
murderers say. Yep, totally. Totally.
Guys, Rowan is missing. What will we do? The Rowan is missing. Oh my. Oh me, oh my.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I forgot I have music playing in the background. So I was like, what is that?
Oh,
Heather!
shoot. Hold on.
Okay. Wow, guys. Wow. That game was so funny. I need to update that in my Discord. Okay, guys. Let me switch
See
the
what we got.
game.
Let's see what we
Which
got here.
I will not do this one. Only terrible. Is the show on screen? If not, I'm staying.
It on Discord. It's just showing the Steam, but on the actual stream, it is showing the game, or it was.
Yeah, because it was on a different thing. I didn't want it to show there, but I guess it
Dun dun
was to
dun.
show there. Well, hi guys. This is a totally brand new stream, guys. Totally,
Totally new stream.
totally new stream. Let me move this to the totally new stream, guys.
Totally
Totally
wasn't
not.
playing a random dating sim game before this that turned out to be really weird.
Really
Oh shoot!
weird.
You didn't
Really,
you didn't hear that.
I no, I no, I did not hit that at all. Give me a sec. There you go. Totally
So
not
how's
hear that.
everyone doing in the chat?
How's everything? Let's
Got any?
start over. Start over. Hi guys, it's Greeny.
Is Pyro still here? Pyro,
Pyro.
did we scare you off?
I think we scared him. Oh,
Oh boy, Rowan. Okay.
Rowan.
Rowan, you have to be here. If you don't say anything, people are gonna think you actually did disappear, and then I'm gonna be on the watch list from the FBI again.
Wait, again? You were.
No, I didn't want. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear
Cathy, Cathy.
that.
Oh my god, you lied to me. Oh, Cathy, no.
There's
Anyway, hi.
things that happen when you're a writer.
I can't be a writer sometimes.
It just
This,
happens. Rowan
this.
disappears and investigate Kathy ASAP. No, not again.
Oh wait, it's not even showing the thing.
No, it's
Oopsie.
showing you're talking.
Oopsie. Oopsie.
It's a
Sorry, guys.
fucking point.
Oh, Ron's playing Jacob. That was fun.
Wow.
No. I seen
You have
people
not.
play it, but I have not played it myself.
You have not.
I'm blind, so.
Just go for whatever is able to be seen for you.
Um,
Oh, wait. You have different time than me.
yeah. Uh, is it okay to go on street?
They're
No. I
just
don't.
gonna know the general area.
Yeah, let's
But
just.
even.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Oh, I should have just said my time.
Yeah,
That would have
we
worked.
live. uh,
You live in the same time zone. I forgot.
oh, it's
Oh,
not
it's back on.
the. Oh,
Okay.
hi guys, welcome to a totally.
This is the story of
Oh, it's the game. I was like, what is that music?
No, it's giving you stuff to listen to make sure that it actually is.
Not that
Alright. How big can you get it? In subtitles.
very loud. I mean, yeah. Sorry. I think
I just
everyone.
wanted to see if they could just kept on getting bigger. Yeah, content warning's a good one.
Yeah. I don't
Oh, that's for like motion sickness. You can get motion sickness while playing games.
And that motion.
Wait, did you save all the settings?
Yeah. There.
Okay, I just want to make sure that it wasn't like gonna reset if you click back.
Oh, it doesn't do this thing. The old one, you can see like your mouse cursor. But this.
Huh.
Come on, guys. Totally new game. Totally new game. Not.
Yep,
Totally
totally new.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
This is the
Employee
one
number
game that, like, I
427's
really
job
liked,
was
but I never
simple.
actually watched
He
anyone
sat at his
play the
desk in
game.
room 427
So,
and he pushed buttons
I
on
will
the
not be any
keyboard.
help to you.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
So basically,
how long to push them,
this game is,
and
but I
in
don't
what order.
remember.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
At least he's happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order
Everyone
had
just goes,
arrived
"By
on the
the way,
monitor
Greeny."
for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
Wah.
instructions, call a meeting,
No.
or even say
What?
hi. Never in
What?
all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk.
Whoa. That. Okay. That's bad.
Maybe reduce movements. Or, sensitivity is also good.
Yeah. I
And
was
stepped
like,
out of his
oh,
office.
that's. Yeah, it's better. No, I started to move. It was so fast. Wow, guys. No one
All
is
of his
here.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What was that thing?
I like. Hold on, you need to turn so I could read it.
I
I like woman. Oh, I thought it said woman. Oh, I like work.
I just hate
my boss. Valid.
Are you playing Minecraft?
Huh? Why are they? They're playing some game that's in there. I wonder if you can find my 365's office. We found 420.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
We need to look for 365. Rowan wants us to look for 365. Alright, we're going down. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's do the basic story and then the explorer.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take out your passive-aggressive on other... Oh.
Oh.
Wow. You're mean. You mean.
Where's the projector?
Projector, you're 3. Everyone is unique. You most of all.
I don't... Okay. Let's keep going.
That's nice. It was a pitbull joke? Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh.
Upstairs. Downstairs.
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Radio upstairs.
No, all the way up.
Pause.
Ooh, it looks like Poppy Playtime like type thing where I guess to be rich is it a crime? To commit crime, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Who's typing?
Yeah, when I press E. Sounds like
Huh.
Hello?
No secretary.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wow, guys. I solved the code so fast. Wow.
You should try, if there's another code that shows up, you should put it in wrong.
Yeah.
I just want to see what his reaction is. Why did you push the red button? You never push the shiny red button.
But it's so shiny and red.
Oh my god.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest. as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ow. Feet.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
We'll
Facility.
be back here later.
No, you should go back to escape. You should go to escape. I think we should
Although
just
this
leave.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Wow, guys, this is so great.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh. How does this all fit in a office building, especially when you're on like the highest floor?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
Fired.
revealed. Each bore the number
Oh,
of an
someone's
employee in the
Oh,
building,
never mind.
Stanley's co-workers.
Someone
The
was
lives of
numbered.
so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wait, what number were we?
427.
Okay. Oh, we are being monitored. Huh.
Fired.
There's a couple of people that were fired. I guess it means like they don't have someone there at that point in the job because everyone seems to have like a specific place that they're supposed to be in.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I feel like we
Dang it.
already reached the end of the game.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Pirate?
control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Pirate?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, there's
Was
a
it even
pirate
possible?
one.
Had he truly
Oh.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
should press the
decided
white
that
button
this
up there.
machinery would never
Yeah,
again
looking.
exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Just
Oh, is there no way up?
No. The thing is closed. No.
Oh,
we can't go.
fiddlesticks. Maybe you can click one of the things to turn the stuff online, like click the buttons around. Oh, there's a red button right there. Don't click the red button yet. Not yet. Not yet. Do that. Do it after we look around for a second to see what the heck is going on here. Oh. Hold on. Look for other. No.
We should have walked past. No. Three. Where's one? Where's number one?
Oh, there's one right there. find
What?
4.
I think that
There's
one is
4 up
4.
there.
I think 4 is
Oh
that
boy.
one.
What about that computer that's glowing right there that's disabled? Okay. That door? Nope.
Nope. Let's go, guys. So,
Yeah, I don't know what that red button does.
feels like incredible.
It does.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I think it'd be funny if you turned it on. After all this time, you just are defiant.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Yeah.
wanted? Control?
No,
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
we know the numbers. We know the
nuclear
numbers. Wait.
detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Okay.
Now this is
1,
making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the
3,
star.
all the
It's
way
your
inside.
story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Remember
Mere
upstairs?
moments
It's
until the
open.
bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
I can't run the
A moment of
nest, so
solace
just
before you're
painfully
obliterated.
walk.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
hit the red button, hit the
Sometimes
red
when I
button.
tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons
Oh,
endlessly
there's
and then
numbers
dying
here
alone.
too. Oh no.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on
I'm
trees.
trying. I can't do
Oh
this.
dear
I'm
me, what's the matter,
crashing.
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer
This
that
is
something in
one.
this room
I
was
said
capable of
one.
turning it off? I mean, look
No,
at
the
you.
blue one.
Running from
Remember
button
there's
to
that
button,
blue one
screen
going
to
around?
screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
we got the explosion ending.
Yay! Very
Yay!
creepy.
I didn't even know this was an ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, someone was sleeping there.
Yep.
But Stanley
Clark.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of
section
facing his
seems mental
boss,
illness, hold F,
admitting he
skip,
had
and
left his
complete this
post during
ending.
work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
What
All
kind of
because he
mental
believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And
Probably
then something
with-
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to
As
himself,
you
maybe I am
Yeah.
crazy. All of my co-workers
Oh.
blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single
Just-
moment for no reason at all. None of it made any
I don't know if
logical
we're supposed to
sense.
go down there or
And as
not.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other
Press
strange
F.
observations. For example,
You have to
why
hold it
couldn't
in.
he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms
you
were
not
starting to
skip it
look pretty
still?
familiar. Were they
No.
simply repeating?
Oh boy.
No,
All right,
Stanley said to
do
himself, this is
Hopefully
all
it's
too
fine.
strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a
Do we not have
dream.
feet?
Oh,
Yeah.
what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
Oh,
He
you're
wasn't crazy
spiraling.
after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then
Whoa,
he imagined
whoa,
himself
wait.
soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
This is just
Stanley is
crazy.
as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all
Keep on
that?
going and then
This
wait
voice was a
until you
part of
stop.
himself too, surely, if he could just...
Right, stop right here.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he
No,
invited
what
himself to
about the
wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the
Narrator.
mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
I can still
I'm
see
through with this dream.
I can still see
I wish it to
something.
be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Is the narrator okay?
Okay, I just want to see.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. We
Well.
went sleep. We sleep in.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the side.
You know what? Hold on.
Why do we keep on doing this to ourselves?
I don't know. You know, guys, that's interesting. I will show this when we're done with this part of the game. Hold on.
So, how is the football game?
Very nice football game.
Yeah, very nice football game. Yes. I don't know what football game. I hope the team wins.
Yeah. I hope that team wins. You know that team?
Yeah, the
I hope
team.
that team wins.
Yeah. You know what's cool? You know what's cool?
What's cool?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
ice
and
cream.
ice and snow.
Yeah.
What other things are cool?
Waffle.
you mean like the frozen waffle ones, not the? Because usually they're warm.
Yeah, they're usually warm, but I French toast is also cool.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
Do you eat French toast cold?
No.
I'm sorry.
No. I don't.
Why do you mean French toast is cool? We're talking about cool
Oh!
You know, like ice cream, ice, snow.
I think they're cool like cool, but not cool like cold cool. Oh, what are we today? Oh no. Anyway,
Cool.
the game stuff.
We are so.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can we just stay, just not move for a while? Just like let him figure out what he has to narrate for us being just unmovable.
Yeah,
Let's look around. Let's just like look. What is in that window? Let's just like let's look through windows. Let's day shop.
So we got this wonderful room right here, where they have like a whiteboard with stuff on it, and like 4 chairs. The chairs are having a meeting.
Is it for chairs? Oh, they are. Oh, it's the coffee cup is in charge, and then the guy, the chair with the box is in timeout.
He said something really mean. Now he's in timeout.
Yeah.
And now they're having an important discussion of how to be nice.
I could be a better narrator than the narrator.
Okay, do it.
Okay. Stanley looked into the window to see the meeting going on. It was a very important meeting. It was at 10:45 in the morning. The meeting was about, is French toast cold?
No. Hey, hold on. Oh, Greeny, hi. I need to. There you go. Because Greeny was just standing there awkwardly.
There you
Guys, we
go.
have it here. Cassie is lost. Goodbye.
What do you mean? I've lost my mind a while ago. Greedy,
Yes,
your character is just halfway on screen.
I know. I'm fixing it. Oh, who's here?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
The dating sim game was really weird, so now we're playing the Stanley Parable.
Ooh.
Cassie has
You
lost
know
her
it's
vibe.
weird when you you know the dating sim's weird when you switch to Stanley Parable of all things.
Or normalcy. I need something normal.
Oh my gosh.
Stanley
Did you?
Parable hurts my brain. Sorry.
No, it's good. That's the reason why we decided this, because we still need something that's like crazy, but not as crazy as that dating sim game. But no, do you know Greeny believes that French toast is cool?
No,
toast
don't
is
bring that
cool.
up.
No, you eat French toast cold?
No,
Honestly, I once ate frozen French toast and it wasn't half bad.
Oh,
What is wrong with you, Emmy?
We share
I
a
mean-
house with you, Emmy.
It's not a regular thing I do. It's just like I happened to eat it once and it was like not awful, you know?
Well, okay, we'll let you pass. We'll give you a
Pretty-
pass.
Greeny, get out of
Yes.
here. Let's move to a different spot. Just,
okay.
I need more things to narrate. That's better. I need to narrate better than the narrator.
Let's got it.
Oh. Kathy's got beef with the narrator.
He killed us with a
Already.
bomb.
Man.
He killed us with a bomb.
Well, you know, that's sweet revenge for.
Alright, we got it.
Greeny.
We got a new thing. Alright. As Stanley looked into the window, he noticed that someone probably went into the ceiling, and now there is a ceiling gremlin somewhere crawling around. That's probably where all of his friends went. They're all hanging out in the ceiling. They're probably trying to fix wherever the heckin' what is it? Air conditioning is, because the air conditioning hasn't been going for 5 days.
That's. But they're in an
That's
office.
rough.
They should call HR.
Yeah, I wouldn't stand for that.
The only one.
It's very difficult to call for HR when HR is also in the ceiling.
Oh.
Seems like you gotta get up there somehow then.
We got.
It looks like someone was running out through here quickly, probably trying to find their way into the ceiling as fast as possible so they could get in contact with HR, because it was getting very hot inside, because the air conditioning hasn't been going for 6 days now.
Wow, they're really talking about that air conditioning.
This is the HR room. As you can
Wow.
see, they found their way into the ceiling.
Yep. And HR is not there. So scary.
Was that Minecraft?
That's what we were thinking too. I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be
Like-
solitaire.
Is it? Oh, you're right. It is solitaire. I see the cards.
Yeah, it is. Oh,
I think that they're playing Minecraft.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trick. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't
Shut up,
make a
narrator.
single
I'm doing a
difference,
better one than
nor did it advance the story in any way.
This
just
was
heard a
your
cat.
name. What?
I just heard a cat break into your room.
Oh yeah. Ernie's somewhere in here, I think. This is your neighboring Buddy. Buddy doesn't have a lot of friends, but you're his friend. You should go looking for Buddy.
Buddy, my friend.
Buddy's your friend.
What
Buddy the elf?
died?
Sure,
Oh,
Buddy was an elf.
Damn.
oh.
He's not actually an elf.
He likes to play a lot of D&D with you during class.
When Stanley came to a set of
work.
2 open doors,
Buddy's
this
a
was not the
Christmas
correct
elf.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Not anymore.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by
Christmas
the
was
employee
banned
lounge
5 days
first,
ago
just to
when the
admire
air
it.
conditioning went off.
Said it's been 6 days. What's the real answer
No, this
here?
is the 6th day. This is the 6th day.
Oh.
The dreaded 6th day.
Mhm. Be
When it
careful,
reaches
kids.
12, when it reaches 12, you know that we're in trouble.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a
got
few
my,
moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Personal survival world. That's what I meant to say. In Minecraft. And I'm trying to like plan. my
Stanley was so bad at following
first.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Like all of them are cylindrical, and I don't know how. I don't want to make any more spiral staircases. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
But I
wrong
also
foot
don't want-
here.
maybe I could-
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is
I
that the
wish there
story
was
has been about
like-
nothing but you
It
all
makes
this
sense to use
time.
them, but we
There's
all
someone
end
you've
up
been
being
neglecting,
going,
Stanley.
"Eh."
Someone you...
Why
Really?
they do it.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes,
I don't
you
know how to
blew up
convince
last
you of this,
time.
but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me
game
prove it.
narrator, not
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. The blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
It's a, what's it called? Red pill, blue pill question.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through
Go
the
through it
red
before he even says
door.
anything.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
You think
You
I just
see?
lost
There's nothing here.
would die
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
I hope
Is this what
so.
you had
I really
wanted?
hope that's it.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Oh,
And in
never
the
mind,
end,
I
it was
see.
all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made
Greeny,
this
how
game
many eyes
better?
did you
What
save
did you want
yesterday?
to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
What?
Work with me. You've given me
What?
absolutely nothing so
How many
far.
eyes did you save from
Tell you what,
blindness
let me take a
yesterday
stab in the
during the
dark at a new
solar eclipse?
design,
I
and you
didn't
can give me some
save
feedback.
anything.
There we go. A
Aw.
third option.
All of my
This
friends
already
probably are
feels leaps
blind
ahead
now.
of where we were before.
Aw.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What the dude said.
Greeny,
But I
you should
wanna-
go through the. No, do not go through that one. Do not, no. Go through the one that he wanted you to go into at the beginning now. See what he does then. Oh,
Okay,
darn it.
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Please rate your experience. He blew you up. Give him a bad review.
You were
A
bad.
1? I mean, I can
Yeah.
understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more
Did you
fully
ever
express
think
itself
about it?
mechanically and
Whether or
artistically,
not
but a
somebody blew
1?
you up
That's
if
not
it
even
was a
helpful.
bad
What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my
Yeah.
place to judge.
That
I mean, he
person
did bring
Here,
it back.
based on the data
He
from
did
your
bring us
previous
back.
playthrough, I've compiled a new
Slowly draw
version.
Greeny's
And to be
thing.
perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. Worldwide leaderboard. There's no.
Whoa, look at all these names.
Jeez. Stanley. The dead rat.
Fun.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
excuse me? I'm on the friend list.
I don't got friends, guys. Dead
Of course
rat.
you do.
Yeah. The game told me.
The game is a liar, Greeny. Don't listen to the game.
Alright, go. Alright, time to pick a door. I say we go through the new door that he made for us now. Just to see what
Yes,
the heck
so-
this is.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through
No.
doors? Again,
No,
honest
give it 1.
answers, please.
No,
One.
you told me
Hey,
had
I
no
nearly forgot. I've
friends.
got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left
What
towards
is happening?
danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
No.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the
Look at me
desperation and
die.
tedium of endlessly
Personally, I don't
confronting
like
the
it, but I
demands
don't
of
want-
family
I
life.
don't want
I
it to
think the
die.
art world will really
This is
take
messed
notice.
up.
But of course,
Hey.
the
Plant.
message of the game only becomes clear once you've been
This
playing it
plant
for
is supposed
about
to
4
fire.
hours.
This is-
So
You
why
jump
don't
in
you
this
give it 4 hours of play to
No.
make sure it's effective?
I have-
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Go over to the baby and pick it up.
I picked up.
Oh, the crying is just sad. Let him burn. I don't want to hear the crying anymore.
Oh,
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
We already played games. We already did.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
We already changed games.
Well, you might have to do it again. That just is what it is.
Aha!
oh,
Fascinating.
this is one of the
What do you
games.
think this game is about,
This
Stanley?
one.
What's our backstory? What is our
No.
motivation?
I played this.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes,
that
that
one I was
must be
telling
it.
you about
What
where
a
the guy,
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game,
Isn't
Stanley.
this based
And
off
it
like an
seems there's
actual
even
story,
more.
or no?
Come, let's
Yeah,
venture
it's based off
outward
a
and see
story.
what else is out there.
Yeah. I
Why
didn't know
did
that
it
they
make-
teamed up with this developer.
Wait,
I mean, it
before
might be the
open-
same developer.
It made a Minecraft sound.
Yeah, but so
I watched another YouTuber play this game before. This is good.
I want to play this.
Well, now you are playing this game. This is great.
Wow,
That's
for
not perfect,
free! Look at this guy.
Greeny, I'm a little disappointed. You had a goal yesterday to keep everybody from losing their vision to the solar eclipse, and now you're telling me you didn't stop anybody from going blind.
I
Come on.
yelled at everyone, and
can't
no one
see.
listened to me. No,
I
Griffy!
can't see
Oh,
anymore
no.
because of you.
No, it can't be.
What's up?
It
sir?
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open,
Okay.
just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big,
No
insurmountable
clip through the
walls.
No clip. No clip.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
No.
No.
I want to play that game.
What the
Is
heck?
this?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in
Rocket
mind.
League?
Just a
It's
nice
Rocket
big box for
League.
you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Alright, time to find a way to get lost.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
Do the sport
Okay,
thing.
I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Go sports.
Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall
Sports
run the
ball.
bases and do a touchdown together.
Ball.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley,
likes
here's the
sports
ball.
ball.
Have fun.
Oh,
It's so big.
oh, I'm running
In
fast.
the, in the actual game, you're very like
Oh.
you're bigger than the ball.
No, don't go orange. Go blue.
Or not bigger, but like yeah, go blue.
Are you doing it?
Blue's
Are
better.
you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my
Yes.
miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yes,
Stanley,
it's
I have
more
a
fun.
thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out.
More
Here
balls.
comes
Wait,
another
fall off
ball.
the edge.
Yes! Oh goodness, that really... Hold on. What are you doing?
I want to see the next game.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
I need to see the next game.
Alright, we need to figure out where we want to go.
Unless this is gonna be a Portal reference.
I think it is a Portal reference because the Portal does do
Two.
this.
Oh.
Oh. Greeny, did you actually just... Oh. Uh-oh, you're in the
Back
back
rooms?
rooms.
We're in the back
Greeny.
rooms, guys.
Greeny, why did you take us to the back rooms?
The back room's not that scary, guys. You guys gotta overcome the fear of that stick man. The pasta man? It was pasta man.
That creature doesn't... Is it... Huh. Okay. Oh! Get in there. There's a door. Ah.
You could play Stanley Parable or Minecraft.
I say we play Minecraft. That's a good game. We should play Minecraft on the Alvarium SMP.
Mm-hmm.
How very Oh, this is my.
Ooh. Nice.
Well. Oh.
Oh.
I wonder what he
Uh-oh.
found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice,
Ren said,
and if
"Oh, I
he's
love
learned the
that
heavy
game.
cost
That's
that
so
comes
cool."
with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who
Ren
will
is
wrap
not
everything
feeling
up
good
at the
today.
end, to
Everybody,
make sense out of the chaos and the
I
fear
hope
and the
you feel
confusion.
better,
feel better.
That's who I am.
Feel better.
That is what I
Yay.
mean to
I'm
this world.
giving you hugs
Oh,
through the
yes.
screen.
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Oh my god.
Once this
if you guys
ends,
kept
after it
going,
all comes to a close,
it would have
then
been
I'll be
Minecraft.
back. The end will be here soon.
No!
Now we
Very
need to go
soon.
back.
Alright, we need to redo this. We
I
need to
can
redo
wait.
this. Greeny, we gotta
no.
redo this.
I think you guys are fine. Maybe.
I still want to redo this to get back to the. I want to see what would happen if we stayed in.
Wait, before we do that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
know, I
No,
went
no,
to
no,
you
no,
and it was
no.
already
I can't
happening.
just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
You're at a lot. Just remember, this is like the backing game on Tumblr.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Oh, what?
I don't think 417 exists. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
We're just at door 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
Yes. Where is. Where...
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Going crazy.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Yeah,
it's
we
worth
did
it.
it. We win. This
When
one?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Okay,
knew it
we wouldn't have
perfectly
gone
well.
to
Perhaps he wanted to
Minecraft.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
This way. This way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I
don't
think
have to do
perhaps
this
we've
one
gotten
again.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that
There's no
investing your
Minecraft.
trust in someone else can be difficult,
just
but
leaves
the
you in
fact
Rocket
is that
League.
the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm
Maybe
not
we
asking
could
for
go
me,
through, like, make
I'm
him.
asking for her.
Oh, too late. I was gonna say if we could jump. Maybe we can still jump. Try getting down there still. Oh.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his
Amazing.
death.
Amazing.
Good job,
Just so
Stanley.
everyone
Everyone
knows,
thinks
I'm
you
the
are
demon
very
on Greeny's
powerful.
shoulder.
You giving Greeny the same treatment that you give me.
Yeah, I'm the demon on everyone's shoulder.
That's so mean.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, which door?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Go
doors,
left.
he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud
Keep on putting
to
wrong
nobody.
codes
He
in.
began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Call 911.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Do all 8?
Yeah. Just keep on spamming the same numbers over and over again.
2845.
Wait, do it for all the numbers, now start doing 5.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well,
No,
whoop-de-doo.
I'm gonna still press the button right over there. So how's everyone doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Greeny.
Great.
How are you?
Doing great. Pressing the same numbers is great.
You know, this kind of reminds me of a story of a man pressing a bunch of buttons. In this story, the man's name was Jeffrey. And Jeffrey was from another game, but we don't know what game he was from. And he loved pressing buttons. So much so that any time that he walked into a room and saw a button, he would just press it. And so here he stood in Stanley's place, pressing the button 5 over and over and over again. And you see that, narrator? I'm better at narrating than you. And so
Oh
So-
my god.
yes. And you sometimes like to mix it up with, other than 5, you'd also mix it up with 3 and and 2 and sometimes he would put in just so many random numbers that you see I'm so much better that he kind of was just like, oh, maybe I want to go back to my desk and press buttons there instead.
In your butt.
And then he realized he didn't have a keyboard. And so he would go back to the thing because it was more entertaining than not having any buttons to press.
Let's move on, please.
Okay. Okay. Jerry decided to leave because that was his new name now. Jerry would walk.
Yay.
Jerry walked down over to the elevator and decided to press the mysterious red down button. As you started going down,
Things happen.
he realized he missed the buttons to press. So he decided he would go out for a second. Look around, and then go back in and press up. He
Whoops.
decided,
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
his name
Why
is
did
Jerry.
Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Yeah.
It was to press the buttons again. He went back into the office and decided to start
Here we are,
pressing
Stanley.
again.
It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling
Now,
that you have.
Jerry went
An
back to
incisive
the
rapid
elevator
fire of
and
critical
went
plot
back
points,
down.
one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat. Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm better than the narrator. At least I don't give sass. Jerry decided to go out. again
Surely
with the
this
rabbit
time
hole.
Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
But he decided, it might be better to look again to see if there's more buttons upstairs.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
This is why you don't let me be the.
This is going on for too long.
No, we need to keep on doing this. He goes back into the office, look around, and realize these buttons are kind
Oh
of.
my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
No.
Oh,
Wait, look around. If you can look around.
I can't look around.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No!
But you should go to the
No,
office
wait.
store.
No! I need more time to process.
Just give me back control. I need to be the narrator again. Let me be control again, sir.
right.
Me.
I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay. So, Jerry decided to go back onto the elevator again and go down.
He's gonna delete himself.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
I'm amazing. I'm the best devil on the shoulder. Jerry decided to go out and look around, only to decide,
Wow.
maybe one more time on the elevator just
Yeah.
to make sure.
Yeah, I think we should. He just doesn't say anything.
Oh,
You know what? I've just thought of something.
Oh.
Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting.
oh no.
Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Uh-oh.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big,
We'll be fine.
explosive moments flung right in their faces
I think
from the very
narrator
moment that
believes
things
that
get
French
started.
toast should be
But
hot.
where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now.
You should start
This is
pressing
the
buttons.
most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not
Aw,
much for the
that's so
public eye, but I
sweet.
thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you
really
realize
do.
the
We
impact
really
you
do,
have
Jerry.
on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Oh.
Oh, good, we're here.
Wait, hold on. Can you...
Nope.
No, you can't. Wait, hold on.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Oh, he's not even giving us a choice anymore.
The most healthiest human being. What trick reveal? How we did it. The pyramid.
The pyramids.
Live. The guy that went to Mars.
Someone went
Alive
to
on-
Mars? I guess that guy.
I guess. An evening with world peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is,
Minecraft
just through this
sound.
door.
Stanley Parable tonight, live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, Parable. Stanley from Stanley Parable tonight,
What about the
Rival stage.
door that's right across, not like in front of you that's open, the one that's you can't go through? Can you... Ah, darn.
No. The storyteller, Stanley Parable, all in his new body. Or book. His book,
I think
not
it's
body.
book. I think it's book.
Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great.
Oh.
All right,
she's-
are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable
Stanley
narrative.
Ryder,
Oh, don't
almonds,
worry.
chair,
You'll do great.
gum,
Just be yourself
table.
and speak from the heart. I'm
No.
really proud of you, Stanley. Okay,
Stanley?
it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Go get him.
Go get him. The Lord.
Featuring the keynote speaker, the Lord. Meet and greet. I think that was the way of Natural Geographic.
Yo.
I don't know.
I don't think it has anything on like actually saying. I think
$1 monthly. Hope I can't get my cat. Could he be indoors? Hope I can't have a cat. Could be indoors.
oh my gosh.
What wallpaper should I put in my kitchen? It's so hard to
Huh.
see,
You
but
it's fine. You don't need to read all of that. That's fine. It's all good. Ooh.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you come from. Where you came from?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's from a Disney thing. Oh, it's a bunch of eyes. That's freaky. I just realized.
What eyes on this day?
I
Sorry.
always speak your life.
Leave me dead. Thanks for showing me the cool skateboard tricks in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Break the leg, cap your ball. Love the way you're right elevator. The way you do. We'll get him. True love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending.
I don't think we got the apartment ending.
No, we didn't yet.
Not yet. We'll have to find out what the apartment ending is.
Up again, down again. And then
Oh my goodness.
me! It's me,
It's
guys!
a plant!
Wow!
It's a greeny!
It's
Wow!
a baby!
More of the books. The dude who came up with pizza.
Mario?
No, it's
Mario
it's
came up
it's-
with pizza.
Greeny.
Look at him. Look at
Greeny. Greeny.
Did the Mario
What?
Brothers create pizza? If they did, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
I wish they did.
Oh my... What? My eyeballs. Hi, guys. That's what social anxiety feels like, guys. Anyway.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
it
so
felt.
true.
Well, are we done? Oh, there's one more.
Oh yeah, we're back.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Yeah. 427 is the office. Okay.
Right? Oh, I think we broke him. Oh no.
Why would you
When
guys
Stanley
break
came
him?
to a set of 2 open doors,
Can't
he entered the
believe it.
door on his left.
Sure. Why not? We should do it. Do it. Do it. Why does it sound like it's raining?
Yet there was not a single
Oh,
person here either.
It's the game.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Yeah, that's what I
decided to
mean,
go
it's
up to his
raining in the
boss's
game.
office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Find a bucket.
Raining
Oh
somewhere.
no, oh no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
So how's it going, guys? Doing
I
good?
want a bucket.
Want a bucket? Is there a bucket?
You should open the door and then close it again so you can like pretend you're going out. And then alright. And then go back.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
No.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Gosh darn it. Alright, are we gonna try turning off the mind control thing this time?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mind
let's do that.
control?
Yeah.
The moment he entered his
Last time
manager's
we tried
office,
to control
Stanley
with the mind
froze in his
control.
tracks. Not a living soul anywhere.
5,
Could he really be all
it's-
alone? This was too much for Stanley to take.
5.
Too much for... Stanley was in such a rush to
Yeah.
get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of
My
anxiety
own
isn't healthy,
narrator.
so he
name
relaxed
is
for a few
Kathy.
moments with some calming New Age music.
Very relaxed.
I just wanted to go to the thing. Okay?
Feeling
It's not
soothed
my
and
fault.
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the
Not my
opened
fault, I'm
passageway.
better.
It really isn't my fault that I'm better. It's just I am.
He's jealous. He's jealous, Kathy. He's jealous. Don't mind him.
He really is. He really is jealous of me.
Things are crazy.
This is
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
camera.
Stop with the camera. Oh my god.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did
wanna
this
see the
place
pirate.
hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Yeah, we need to see the
Did he
pirate
have
one.
the strength to find
Do
out?
you remember where it was?
I think it was.
We'll
over
find
here.
it. It's fine.
What the?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
There it is.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
We need to find
The
some
lives
pirate.
of so many individuals reduced to images on a
Is it pirate
screen.
thing?
And Stanley, one of them,
No, I don't know.
eternally monitored in this
There is
place
a
where
pirate thing, but
freedom
there's
meant
gotta be a
nothing.
pirate ending.
Sure.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
put that
labeled
button
with
that we didn't
emotions.
click before.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
Alright,
exert
time to
its
turn it off.
terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned it on again.
We did it.
Really, guys?
Follow the story.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yippee.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
What?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was
gonna be a
perhaps
screen, isn't
the
it?
only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through
maybe
the
not.
open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Well. Yay, we beat it. Well.
Well. You gotta think of other ideas we can do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh.
No.
I
Ah,
think you just have to
then in
walk.
that case, we'll continue.
You
But
said
now,
this
here
way.
comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had
And if
told
you
me
walk
that
in
you
the
wanted this to
direction, you know.
stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Do you have
Would
to say
I have
yes?
taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then
point
come
in,
back
like,
here
games
just to do the other
where-
option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some
like,
time.
click to find
What if the other
items.
option is even longer?
Find one of the really
How
big
long will you
ones.
spend in total just to have heard all the
It's like-
narration? Oh, and
it's
this
so
is Rich.
bad, guys.
Perhaps you've just played the
Oh,
other
I'm
option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now,
Yeah.
I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
They keep like trying to get me to find items that I don't know what they are.
You should click no again.
Well, I'm sure the narrator will love that.
Or maybe we just wait. Can you walk around, or are you in like in a box? Oh, you are in a
Yeah,
box.
I'm in a box.
Can you click yes? You can't click anything. He left you.
What?
Oh,
You
that's so
leave me,
rude.
sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Radio. Why you leave us? Okay.
It's almost as if you actively tried to provoke him.
Hey, here's the thing. I didn't say anything about going through the window this time. I might be a devil on the shoulder, but I didn't say anything about this. This was not my choice.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
I think it's trying to like get new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know, but I'm excited.
Yay! Let's go.
The new
guys.
content is me. I'm the new narrator.
That's bad. That's so bad. What are we gonna do?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Same. It better have less.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
You're so aggressive.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Oh, there
All
you
right,
go.
finally, at
I
long
broke the
last, it's
elevator for a
on to the
second,
new
sorry.
content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
This is why we don't want Kathy as the narrator.
I have to
Hey,
say, initial
it's
impressions
more
of
entertaining
Stanley
the way
Parable
you got.
Ultra Deluxe. Mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
White wall.
I didn't have time to paint in here.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, let's see it. The jump circle?
See? I have better things. I make it so you're able to jump.
Oh, I have to be.
Only in the circle though.
What? Why not outside the circle?
Because if you jump outside the circle, then you can't do your hula hoops as well.
Jumps remaining 0.
I quit.
You have no more jumps.
Okay,
The game's done. You can't jump.
We had a budget, okay? Give me a break.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
No, that's really it. Like I said, we had a budget. The game wasn't actually that popular.
Kathy, why?
We put most of the money into the
Goodness.
roller coaster to get to
Another
the
elevator.
jumps.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new
It does
content,
for me.
then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And
Didn't you
oh,
hear
wait,
they don't want-
there's more. Very
They don't
good.
want-
Yes.
they don't want a
I knew
narrator
there had to be
anymore.
something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
Yeah, see? We didn't even get enough time to make
That's
new
it?
content like
Oh,
roller
you've got to
coaster
be
at the
kidding
end.
me. You see, Stanley?
No,
This
no,
is what
no
happens
roller
when greedy
coaster.
video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no
that
reason
narrator?
other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact,
didn't
I'm
know
looking
he was
right now at the
doing.
game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says,
You don't
"Test
know the power
achievement,
he
please
had in his
ignore."
hands.
What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
Joke's on you,
I
I don't
built
have
up
a
too much
Twitter.
anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have
doesn't
lived up to
exist
such
anymore.
expectations.
I don't
If you're
have
still with
X in
me,
it.
why don't
I
we
don't
just
have
reset
X
the
either.
game, and we'll try to get back to
But
what
the
the
game's
Stanley
no longer
Parable is really
relevant.
about.
What are we gonna
No
do?
frills, no gimmicks.
Can't
Just
be
you and
scary
me
if
having a
there's no
great time
Twitter.
together like always. What do you say,
Elon
friend?
ruined the game.
Ah, shoot. He got
All
out of
with
my
the
new
name
content
change.
area. How dare he?
Oh?
Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot about this. I paid for this part.
Wow.
I
Wow.
made this. I
I
Oh.
bought
made this for you.
I bought Rowan to make this.
You bought Rowan.
Wow, it's so.
You remember when we were talking about how I would make Rowan disappear? I made Rowan disappear to make this. He can be back now.
Oh, now he's back. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like how high quality everything.
Thanks. It cost $2 to make all this. That was all my
Oh.
savings.
That is so expensive, Kathy. Why you spent $2 for this? But
Anything for you, Greeny.
Anything for you,
Wow.
Greeny.
No price too steep
Yep,
or no expense.
truly.
I need to call Rowan. Rowan. You-
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want
No.
to show you something!
Oh wait. Yeah, maybe he.
Are you real?
When did he touch my wrench?
Well, we all have a time in our lives where somebody moves our wrench.
What the
Ain't
heck?
that the truth?
Yeah.
And we gotta deal with it, Kathy.
Mhm.
You gotta take that information.
gonna-
that you're
Okay,
I'm gonna
you remember
call
how
my
cheap and
lawyer.
unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe
what if your
content
lawyer
turned
has
out to
the
be?
wrench?
Well, it got me thinking
My
about the
lawyer
past
is
and how
Ernie.
much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made
Never
something
mind,
special
everyone's
and
gonna
tucked it
lose.
away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Everyone's gonna die.
Just our
There's
little
no loss
secret.
here, only
Take a look.
carnage.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Is he
It's where I've been
stealing my-
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in
This is the
October
first
of
time we played the
2013,
game,
when the
remember?
game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
Totally.
Back then, it all meant something.
The
Oh,
first
the
time
waste.
ever that the game has been played.
That was like in fourth grade. Wow, look at that. Don't forget,
How-
Deadly Friend.
This game just came out. What are you guys talking about? Nobody's ever played it before except for Greeny.
Yeah, this just
Totally.
came out. Our first cut with the release of Deadly Parable in 2013.
This brand new game, Stanley Parable, where we all learn
Yes.
about the existence of things.
Yep. Huh.
The original remake.
The
But
original.
Oh,
It's
they
an
had like their
old
own
Steam
website.
page. It's an old web page.
Wow, because
I
it
hope-
happened. It
It
took your
tripped
memory.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Oh, this is the not Ultimate Edition. It's from the Krusty Krab.
Oh my god.
That's one of the dollars I used to buy the extension.
No, Kathy, you don't understand. This is Mr. Krabs dollar right here. This is the one
Yeah,
that
I stole it.
that what's that? SpongeBob and Patrick trying to protect that one episode. Ah. It's so beautiful. I have tears in my eyes.
From Mr. Krabs.
Life is so beautiful.
Yeah, the dollar.
Oh.
That's really cheap. Wow, you see this right here? This ultimate stuff right here.
Wow.
Whoa. Crazy, dude. I was there. Dude, it was crazy.
New game releasing today.
I thought this game was about the FBI, and then it just showed me a picture of Bigfoot.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
The
What?
point and click game that I'm playing.
Abby,
Oh!
this is more important. This is more important than your game.
How would you feel if you were playing a game about
Oh.
the FBI and then
Oh,
all of
look
a
at that
sudden
one.
Bigfoot shows up?
Emmy has a good point.
Oh, what is this? I don't want to look at that. That's too sad.
That's very sad.
Little Stanley.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh. All right, sad time's over. Now we
Yeah.
laugh
we need
and
you
laugh.
goofy.
Guys, do you think I'm gonna find Bigfoot?
No.
Je suis dans la
What?
mémoire
What?
I
What?
think
Brittany, get here quickly. You're gonna be DM'd.
And over
Yeah,
here
yeah.
is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of
Okay,
games
I challenge you
journalism,
to find
10
a
out of
Bigfoot
10
video
from
game.
Destructoid.com. James
Okay.
Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
I'm
"Where
pretty
so many
good.
games that aspire to be more than games end up less than
After
any
you go to
form
the
of
wiki
art,
and look up
Stanley
Bigfoot.
Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Stanley
Every
Parable
game
wiki.
ever created. That's how grand and
Why
all-encompassing
so?
the original Stanley Parable
You
was.
always say
It was
people hate
literally
it when they don't
every
do
game ever
their
created.
weird
It was
plans.
Skyrim, it was
I mean, really
Persona
cool
3,
plans.
it was all of them, and now
Maybe
it's
can
nothing.
you find a lobster?
It's no games at all. It isn't
That's-
even the
that's
Stanley
also one of my
Parable
most
anymore.
things to
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of
Okay, we
new
have two
elevator
things to find
content.
out, Greeny.
I I zoned out the whole entire time. I heard the narrator's voice, and then I hear, I need to find a lobster, and I was like, lobster? Is that the game?
No, he's just talking about how we ruined the game with an elevator. Or I did.
Oh my
Wait, he
goodness.
does have wait! But they said there was no Minecraft thing in the thing.
I was
Thing in
telling
the-
you Minecraft. I sent you the wiki page. Didn't
I
you
know,
read the
and I was
wiki?
I did read the wiki page and it says that there's no Minecraft part.
Well, I
Yeah.
hate to break it to you, but you were wrong.
Oh,
Plus,
Yeah.
it said
Did
there's no Minecraft part if you don't do it right.
Greeny, what are we gonna do?
We guys, we need to go to the Minecraft part, guys. We need to go to
Okay.
Minecraft part.
Okay,
What is-
okay.
What did
Greeny
he
found a
do?
So far away
solution.
from where you are right now. I still can't find that gosh darn lobster.
Gosh darn lobster.
We need to do this one also, the yellow line.
Really good band name.
You know, it doesn't
It
it
really
doesn't
is.
take you there's no way to get to the Minecraft because it's a different version of the game that takes you to Minecraft.
Oh.
So there's no way to get to Minecraft,
You think Mojang was being a bunch of butts?
No, it's just
Okay.
that's the way that it's the ultra deluxe versus the normal.
It's the way of the craft. Oh boy.
We lost Effie.
I know.
Yeah, Emmy,
I found
Emmy,
the
come back
lobster,
to us.
but at what cost?
Emmy, join us in this game instead of your other game. I spotted John. People can't see your screen.
The white one is like
But they
the...
know the idea of the lobster.
Emmy,
Whereabouts is Puerto Rico?
I
On a
spotted
map.
John. I'm ignoring Greeny. Why don't you keep on looking around and we talk about this so Emmy
I'm
doesn't.
looking.
Wow, isn't that
It's
a nice
Puerto Rico.
photo?
I found Jamaica. In relation
Let's
to
look at this
Jamaica,
thing
where's
here.
Puerto Rico?
Wow, this is a wonderful picture. This is a wonderful picture. Oh, look! There's the doors that we had to do. That was red pill and blue pill. It's above the other door. There you go. Look.
I found Puerto
And then
Rico.
look, do you
Oh good.
red pill or blue pill?
Now I need to find
And
the
then
Virgin
you need
Islands.
there's
I
a
found
bike
them.
that we never got to find.
Oh man, where's the Bermuda
Abby!
Triangle?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
I'm going.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
Oh.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Alright, now we leave.
There's nothing triangular on
These were simpler times,
No
Stanley,
one can see your screen.
but I wouldn't
Stop
give
it.
to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Emmy,
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be
might be
funny.
my review.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable,
Hey,
but the
I was
game
the
is
one that
already
made
such
the
a
deluxe,
densely layered
okay?
web of profound
Totally.
philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
it's not.
Are you gonna get lost?
I'm already lost. I've been lost so long.
Oh.
You know, I don't even know how I got to Alvarium because I got so lost. that I found you guys, and now I'm lost again. So I don't.
Don't worry, you have me now.
We're not the place to
Yes.
go if people are trying to find something.
Yeah.
You
I
just stay
found
lost
somebody.
with us.
But we're glad you found us.
Okay,
even if
let's
it
see
was
what
an
this one
accident.
says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear.
That would be
What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
sky.
These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No!
I miss
Narrator.
Narrator. Don't worry, I'll take your place when you go.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall
Last
have.
time I checked, it was not a wall. That Cthulhu messed me up.
And
That
here
was
it is.
scary.
Go ahead and give it a
I had
shot.
bad
I'll pop you
timing.
forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here.
Emmy, everybody knows that shipwrecks and watermelons go together. I don't understand why
Oh,
you're
you're
having a
back, you
problem
see.
with this.
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound...
Is this a game?
Well, there, sport. You really did
Press
catch
the
me
yellow
rambling on a
button.
bit, didn't
Press
you?
the yellow
But that's the
button.
power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's...
Hold it in.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's
No
been
red
12
red.
hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the
I
button.
don't want this.
I'm ignoring
Oh,
you.
Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh,
the
my
light.
goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Tell you that she did
Stanley,
you, so
I think it's been a week
That's
or 2 weeks.
she did do you that courtesy.
I've been sitting here all
No,
that
that's
time,
the
just
mean
sitting
part.
here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that
Alright.
that's just
I think you
how
need to
it's
click the skip
always
button
been,
again.
right? Me
I wish the
talking,
skip button worked
and
here
you
as
saying
well.
nothing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello,
that
it's
she
you.
wants to
You're
skip
here
us.
again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret
I think
for the
it's
longest
survived.
time, Stanley. days, months. I lost it
In the
all in a
background, I
blur
hear
of the
him
deepest
kinda be
longing
like,
to undo
I
the
miss
past.
you so much,
And when
then
that
Emmy,
feeling had
we
begun to
should walk
subside,
you.
what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every
See, I'm
moment
the best
I have
narrator
ever
here.
experienced my entire life.
Excuse
All of them
me!
collapsed
Are
down
you
into a
trying to
single
steal my
instant.
narrator
In that instant,
spot?
I could see myself
No,
I
clearly,
wanna
calmly,
know
with a
how,
collected heart.
because
It was an
you
impossibly rich
tell a
wellspring
story,
of both
I
delight
tell
and disgust simultaneously.
evocative.
That's what
I was
narrating is.
consumed by
Narrating
it.
is to
I
tell
could do
a
nothing but
story.
wallow in it for
What
what
do you
felt
think
like an
narrating
eternity,
is?
for what
To-
I now know
to
was
just
far
say
less.
random
You see, it was
words
a
and then hope that it
revelation
will
for
do
me.
something?
It was
No,
unlike
it's to tell a
anything I
story
had
about
ever
what is
known.
going
It
on,
was a
what is
space
the
without
setting,
consequence,
and
without action or
where are we
outcome.
going?
It was divorced
I'm
entirely
straight.
from the
Not
question of
narrate
free
that way.
will
I hear
that you and I
Spirit
have
narrating
squabbled over for
at
so
the
long.
same time.
There could be
Emmy's
no
not the
one ending,
narrator.
no singular outcome of
It's what
events,
happens
not if
when
all
you
events
have
existed in the
sisters on your
same
stream.
moment, and I felt freed.
Apologize,
I felt
Greeny.
unburdened by the need
I
to
do not.
manifest a particular outcome into being. I
What?
saw that I could allow myself to exist along
Whoa.
all timelines,
Yeah,
and that
Fighting
each of them
words.
was simply a strand
Being
in the
so
web
mean
of
to
my
Greeny
being.
now.
It was
It's
incredible.
not to Greeny,
The
it's to you.
spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment.
I,
Yeah.
you apology would have been going to Greeny. It would not go to me.
No, I'd say I don't apologize, because to apologize means I'm saying I'm sorry that I fought with you. I'm not sorry that we're fighting with you.
Did the
Okay.
narrator die?
I think he is.
Did he
No,
really
we're right
die?
here, Greeny.
I know you guys are here, but
Sorry,
oh,
we're
Uh-oh.
assholes.
Oh.
God, don't worry, guys. There's no fire in your house.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be
Thanks
funny. It
for
was meant to have a
telling me.
point. It was meant to speak to the
Wait,
human
wait,
condition.
he's-
But where are the jokes?
going
Where are the
through all
jokes? They
the-
bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, "Entertain us." It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make
Ooh,
all of
a
their
lighter
pitiful demands.
fire drawings on it. This guy found. Okay. It's an investigation point and click
Well,
game.
he's not dead
The
now.
guy just found a lighter and he goes, I believe the death was caused by arson.
The end is never the end, 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 is never
He's
the
going
end, is
insane.
never the
Open up to
end, is never the 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 end, is never the
Or
end, is
actually-
never the
No, maybe it wasn't. You found a lighter. It was like. I can find 2 horses. I'm in a bloody bedroom. And it wants me to find 2 horses.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
narrator? Okay.
Oh,
Hi.
He's just sleeping.
He's acting silly. He's acting silly, guys.
He's pretending.
Oh! It's you,
It's
Greeny!
me! Hey guys.
Oh my
You guys having a party?
Wait, can you get out
like
from there?
Portal.
Yeah, it's like Portal. There's a big me. There's a big me.
Ooh. Not yet. You can't leave yet.
No.
Wait a little longer.
Let's play a little longer, guys. No! I
No, where'd
died.
all the plants go? No!
It's okay. It's just nighttime. It's just nighttime, guys.
It's just like
It got creepy. Uh-oh.
no, quit. Turn on, please. Please. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh. the
Oh,
whole
we've
building
been overturned.
is fixed.
I hope so.
Oh, we're in a desert now.
Hi, guys.
I mean, For a second there, I thought those were trees, but I don't think those are. Oh.
Well,
Is
The end
never
is
the
never
end.
the end, is never the
Oh.
end, is never the end.
Oh, but no narrator.
All of his co-workers were
Oh,
gone.
there you go.
What could it mean?
How dare.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my god, this game is
Oh.
wrinkling my brain.
Oh,
New
good. You
content.
noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I'm going back. I'm going the other way. But there was another way. You just went a little bit crazy. Okay.
Oh, you didn't even get to see my wonderful. They cut
No.
out my thing. They cut out my thing.
You
How
see, Stanley,
dare they?
I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
You just teleported
Which is
you.
why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
I can do that in Minecraft, right? What? I'm gonna be a vampire.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many
Well,
possibilities.
it's a
It
nice
could go in
try.
so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Stanley,
I
taste
think
the sequel.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2
Oh,
is
wait.
just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you
Wait,
think?
what other drinks they
Ultra
got?
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable
Sip.
2, now that's an artistic
Fizz.
statement right there.
Pyramid.
It's future-oriented. It screams
Fizz.
progress and innovation and
Your
long-term franchising potential.
Ooh.
wow, guys. Anyway,
Wow, so pretty.
there's a goat.
There's a ghost?
Whoa.
Where?
Wait. Greg?
Wait.
Right,
Maybe-
well,
Wait, hold on. He has one eye as well. What the heck?
hello?
Hello.
How did they know?
Who's with Craig though? Is that Stanley? No, we're not having another Craig ship. Not again. He's already with Canito. No, and he's also with Table. What the fudge? Not again.
Well,
Why?
ship.
No.
New hotness.
Oh, busted. Wait, two
No.
doors. Oh my god, it's just the number 2.
2 times new robot. I can kind of read what it says.
Meeting at 2.
One plus one is 2. Minus 1 is 1 plus 1 is 2. Ow.
Oh, the floor is also 2s. Look.
Oh.
The color red.
Win-win.
Oh my gosh, it's just an entire.
He's full of slide. Even the box is 2. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
2 plants?
Yo!
2 more plants.
Now, to be
Let's
clear,
go.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley
Who's
Parable
Stanley?
2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development
Who
is
took
much
the
more of a
marker?
fuzzy
Me?
magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Oh my god.
I wish there was a way to zoom in.
Ooh. Well, that too has like a text
Greeny.
around it.
Just grow Optifine, okay?
Let me grow off my mom. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Destiny Originals Sin 2, 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Star Souls 2.
Equals are good. Wait. Aladdin 2 is well known for being bad.
Wasn't Arkham Asylum also bad?
Yes. I think a lot of people had complaints about Portal 2.
I know that Portal 2 and Half-Life 2 were gotten a lot of nerves because it was the second game and it ended on a cliffhanger and they never made a third game, which is why
Yep.
those two games got upset. I don't even think Dark Souls had a second game, did it?
I don't play Dark Souls, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that Dark Souls had a second game. Doom I know does have a second game, but that was like just recently, so during that time, Doom 2 wasn't a thing.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Being cool reason. You.
Crap!
Crab, the ultimate sequel.
This is why crab should have been added to Minecraft.
The way to the chauffeur. That's a creepy hallway.
And creepy noises, oh my goodness.
New features.
Is that a bus?
Yeah, this is the whole plot.
Oh my goodness.
Beep beep.
Beep.
Womp womp. You want who you want?
Oh my
Here we
gosh,
are.
it's coffee
Go on.
break time.
Try out some of the new
There's
features.
3 plants this time.
There's more than 3, there's 4.
I think there's more than 4.
Merch!
Is that real?
I'll
Check your-
I'll
Yeah,
do
the
it.
QR code.
I'll scan it.
Hold
Hold on.
Oh man, I get to. I'm playing BuzzFeed right now, and I get to pick a bagel sandwich, and it'll tell me what Disney animal I am.
Okay.
It's so strange that if you make a sandwich, it'll tell you what Disney animal you are.
So it says, welcome to the official website of Stanley Parable 2. A sequel, huh? Watch our helpful and informative video to learn more about the Stanley Parable and what this journey becoming a sequel is all about. I'm not playing that video right now. That's new. If you're more of a prequel sorts of person, check out the Stanley Parable. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit. Join the and then they have like their own actual thing. And then above it says, taste the sequel, now in Expo Hall 2. Learn more.
Well, I'm sold.
This sure gives me like generation long.
In case anybody was wondering, I'm Pua from Moana.
Oh, good. I was really worried that you weren't going to tell us.
according to BuzzFeed.
Oh, wow. Well,
Goodness.
there's a very reliable source, so it makes sense.
Hear your name in the game. So the button that says your name. Whole new office.
Okay.
No
Where's those
screenshots. What's
screenshots?
behind you? Oh god.
No. Is the narrator here or not?
I think he is, but he's just like letting us suck it all in. Or soak it all in. Whatever the word is. Well, don't go in there yet. Yeah.
Hear your name in
I want to see
game.
hear your name.
Stanley.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll
I was
love
very
it.
close. It was a
Okay,
J name.
here we
I
go.
said
Let's take a
Jerry.
deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
We're Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again. Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Just no closer to the floor.
No more Jim allowed.
That's just wrong.
What about the other buttons right there?
Nope.
Darn.
So weird without the narrator here.
I know.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
The guy.
It's Stanley!
Free, new, and easy achievement. So scared.
Oh. Why that?
Infinite hole.
Hold on, let's see what we got here. Jump here. This map. Free achievement! The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Merch. Setting world champion. The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. Office decorations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite hole. I thought there was already... Okay, exit.
Let's avoid infinite forward exit as well.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley
Can I
Parable
take a
2 as
quiz
well.
to see which
It's...
month I
Oh,
was
wait.
born?
You already
it
spent
gave
all
me
your jumps the
August.
first time we saw the jump circle.
That's
Hmm.
Kathy's
Oh
bug.
well.
Wait a
I
minute.
suppose it can just be a nice
doesn't seem
decorative
right.
piece then.
Oh, we shouldn't have used all the jumps. Oh well. How did... What? Oh, let's go to the achievement thing. On it. You can find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
What the
I
heck
don't want to
is
stifle
this?
the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
How it's been described in the books.
In the tomes. 1 of 6. Oh,
Well,
on Greeny collector.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
oh, Greeny, achievement! Get it quickly!
I can't believe it's
You just
that
have to
simple.
stand there. Greeny,
Take a screening.
Did
with
you
it,
not
with
see-
the-
No.
the arrow. Greeny, look up. Do you not see the sign?
Oh. I was heading towards here. You said stop. Oh,
I said
Whatever.
stand here because I thought you meant like stand underneath the sign.
What's on the bench? Oh, it's just a pamphlet. Stupid.
whatever. Okay, you're supposed to.
This
Now
person is
here's something
horrible at
special.
graphic
You
design.
remember that broken
Whoever's
test
designing these
achievement that got
signs.
left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a
I think they're
technology
very
to
worried
simply
about that.
give you the
Yeah,
achievement.
yeah.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Just gonna keep on trying until it works.
Just hold it in, hold it in.
Go right ahead.
Dang it! Is it plugged in? You should see if it's plugged in.
It looks plugged in.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
Reset it. Make sure you save all your info first.
Yeah.
How dare he do this to us?
I'm going to murder the narrator because of this.
And that's what I keep on saying. You're so mean to the narrator. Ooh. I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to murder him in a video game for a while now.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Hmm. That's new.
Let's see this.
Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
This game doesn't end.
They've tricked us.
He... Reassurance bucket.
Putting roof to the sky.
We can go there later.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Fucking a try.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Man, you make the bucket better. Whoa, that too came out of nowhere.
It's been there for all this time, Emmy.
It came out of nowhere, guys.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
What? Happy 12th birthday, Stephanie, or get well someday?
Yeah, you're
12th
voting. Which one?
birthday. It's my 12th birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
It's not the one. It's not my.
That's not the one that I picked though. I picked Happy Birthday.
It's my birthday. It's my 12th birthday. Greeny, where'd the balloons go? Wait, there's one that's stuck. There's one that's stuck under.
Oh gosh.
Stupid balloons.
Oh.
Oh.
Or actually,
Oh.
maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Go look at the two. Tell me if it's tilted. Oh, the jump circle!
No, the jump. We already were in the jump circle, Em.
Oh, I didn't know that. I got distracted. I thought you were in another. Yeah, that's tilted. That was different. Jump scare.
Em,
Stanley
it's not
Parable
different. It's always been like this.
Stanley Parable jump scare.
I just want to draw it at me.
I think you should go to the moon. There should be a way to go to the moon, right? Oh, there's an exit sign.
The stairway.
Oh.
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 Not allowed.
That's
Dang.
Alright, time for the infinite hole.
infinite hole. Is it gonna be like portal?
I'm thinking more like Gravity Falls-esque.
The holy. Yeah, distant future, distant space and time. Distant future. Opening is.
Huh. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
What's around the little room? Before you go in there, maybe you should check around, like,
Can
not
you
it
go
like
out
there,
the
but like
windows? Go out the windows.
the window. You threw it out the window.
Oh my god, that brings me back. So, what was it? There was like a kids radio station when Kathy and I were little.
That was
And
Dan Zane's,
It was
wasn't
the
it?
James. I think so. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. But it would
We
play
went to the
all the time.
concert.
It would definitely play all the time on that radio station. I know that. It was like Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and
He
Jill
threw it out the window.
Like they went through the whole thing and they were like, threw it out the window.
Yeah, Dan Zanes was the lead singer of a band that your dad and I listened to years ago, and then he became a kid songwriter, and we were like, yes.
All
You
right,
wanna go to
have
your
you seen
first
everything you
concert?
wanted to? Ready to move on now?
But recommended me that my parents took me to Wiggles.
Wiggles! We went
Oh,
to
I
the
love the
Wiggles.
Wiggles.
Okay,
Yeah.
the people who wrote the song is Trout Fishing in America.
Oh, is that who it was? Okay, so it wasn't Dan Zanes. Oh, trout fishing in America is the guys who. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Blues Traveler, right? They were Blues Traveler.
Hold on, I'm looking
You
it up.
see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
You're just gonna
Now,
see.
I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Oh, it does. It does end.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Also known as St. Elmo's Fire.
Interesting.
I don't know how to get rid of the bucket. Just like stuck.
I think the only way is to like reset your game. You still look so nervous. Huh.
I'm listening to the window right now. It's a nursery rhyme polka, apparently.
Cool.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Threw him out the window.
Oh,
It's so
Well, I
stupid.
mean, there's potential
I
here, right?
love it.
It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
It's so
Hold
dumb
on,
that it's
let me do a
good.
different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
One of us is gonna do nursery rhyme. The other one's gonna do
Oh.
nursery rhyme.
Ah,
and we're gonna
Oh,
take
it got
all
who am I
worse.
kidding, Stanley?
Oh.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of
There's no
gags.
audiences.
And I do very much
This is for
enjoy
10.
creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
oh,
Oh.
Whoa! Whoa! Look
that's really cool.
at this. Yo.
Y'all, I gotta go because I have to wake up with the puppers tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna leave, but I didn't want to leave on the cliffhanger.
Aw.
I mean, we could definitely come back to this game again
part
and
two.
try out the part 2.
We'll come back. Oh, Greeny!
Awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa. There you go.
Hmm?
I changed Greeny. Like this. Greeny was somewhere else. There you go.
Oh, I didn't even
First
notice.
one.
Oh, the stream caught up.
There you go. That's fun. Thank you guys
Thanks,
for
Greeny.
watching. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having
Yeah.
us.
I was
Thank you,
falling asleep
Greeny.
at the end. I don't know if you guys but I went.
I mean, I was throwing nursery rhymes out the window, so I don't know.
It's affecting me and the nursery right.
You should listen to the thing I said in the Discord chat because it's great.
You sent it on the chat. Yay.
I sent the window and then 18 wheels on a big rig. 2 really good songs.